Alright, my wonderful shiny gems. We'll be back in Discord in just a few moments. Yes, we will. As a reminder, we might be still looking for one more player for D&D. So if you're interested, please go ahead and go to my Discord, which is right there. Hi, Thanty. And if you can make it between 1 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about now until 4 hours from now, that would be awesome. We could use you. We have a new player that will be joining us next week, assuming I can get everything done. And so yeah, that's going to be fun. Hopefully Creepy K can join back with us, but if not, we could use one more player. Thanty. Alright. Let's see, what else? Starting next week, I will be streaming Monday through Friday. And then Monday through Wednesday, it'll be 11 to 4. Tuesdays will be 2 to 6. I mean, not Tuesdays, but Thursdays will be 2 to 6. And Fridays will be 11 to 4. And then, of course, Sundays, noon to 4. Noon being the earliest, 4 being the latest, maybe 5. And yeah, so hopefully I can start streaming on a daily basis. And then hopefully also I'll be able to start getting the work back going on geology of the games. I have it going, it's just I haven't had time to do any editing or re-recording of a few things like I need to because I've been super busy with Dad. And just a real quick update with Dad. He still has a tumor. They still don't know what they're doing. We go see a surgeon for consultation along with the chemotherapist for consultation on the same day. So, and that will be Monday. So I might not be streaming Monday. Just tomorrow. I might not be streaming tomorrow. We'll put it that way. Because of that. But I think that's about it. Anything else that I can think of? Nope. Not that I can think of. And if you would go ahead and retweet that tweet one more time so we can get some more lovely shiny gems in here, that would be awesome. And as a reminder, with D&D, I will do nothing but type to you instead of directly talk. So if it takes me a minute to respond to you, that's the reason. And if you could remind people who just join us right off the bat, that would be awesome. Thank you, Thanty. Thank you. I hope he gets better too. We will see. Alright. Ugh, I hate when FaceRig does that. Alright, let me get everything up and then we'll switch into Discord here in just a few moments. I don't know if Mama Kitty's going to be joining us. She hasn't said anything. Let me look real quick. I gotta check Mama Kitty. Alright. I messaged her, so we'll see. If she shows up, she shows up. If she doesn't, oh well. I prefer text anyway. I'm just that type of guy. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, D&D with Mama Kitty's gonna be awkwardly hard. Because I'll be doing a lot more typing to her than I will be talking. Alright, so let's get into Discord. Hello, my wonderful shiny gem players.
Hello.
Alright. Alright, who wants to discuss what happened last time?
We
We did
performed.
stuff.
We performed and I healed somebody.
That was the week before, right?
No, that was last time.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You did leather working.
That's all he did, basically.
Yeah. And performed.
All he ever does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Oz, all he ever does is drink and
Or
get
sleep.
a hangover.
Yeah, exactly. Oz did nothing last time. Except drink.
It was his job.
Mm-hmm.
He was working. He was working hard.
You got quite a bit of money for it, too.
My job.
He was working overtime.
All right. General summarization of what happened last time, or at least the last 2 times, because my system is set up together for 30 and 31. This is session 32. But on Sunday, week 8, Oz, Melody, Hoppus went and got wood, and Bindle spent the day with the leather worker. Thief got loose. Monday, completed the woodworking. People were coming to the town for the festival. You guys noticed that. Melody and Hoppus went to heal somebody. Oz did the drinking taste testing, basically. Bindle, again, went to leatherworking. Then week 9, today, which is basically where we're going to be at, because I got to go through Oz's setup for near the end of the day, before you guys get off stage. Tuesday, you guys had average streams, which none of you will ever know. I haven't decided what dreams are going to be for, but none of us know what the dreams are for yet.
So we dream of being average?
No, average dreams, as in they weren't great, but they weren't bad either. You met Eva, the jeweler, William, there's William! You got his name last session. That's why I couldn't find it. I was looking on the last week. And then leatherworker William went to the festival. Hoppus got a ring.
Yep.
Talked to Sir Fireheart.
No, I didn't get a ring. I got a necklace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I switched it to a necklace. Alright. And then you guys talked to Sir Fireheart, and then you performed really well on stage. But while you're performing, Oz.
But I did deliver a ring to somebody. So
yeah.
That's
where I got that. Okay, so Oz, for starters, please roll a Constitution check. What were you guys doing? Bindle?
He was testing out the new feature.
Oh yeah, the spells auto expend.
Oh, they do now, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't think it would work with the spells, but that's nice that they work. Yeah, it's auto ammo tracking.
Oh, you're still on your screen thingy.
Hold on. Let me switch over. I don't know what I just pushed. Pushed a button that it. Yeah, ignore the gym raid stuff.
Yeah, so now when you cast a spell, it will auto-deduct it from your spell
I know
slots.
I did it for the ammo itself, but I didn't know it did it for the spell slots as well.
That's cool.
That's cool. Alright. Oz. Okay, so by the time they start playing the music, you're clear of your hangover. And then I would like you to roll a
death save.
No. I think it's a perception. Yeah, roll a perception. Alright. Okay. So you hear nothing as of right this very minute. But as you don't see this, but as the bartender walks up to the door and he knocks loudly, you hear him. What do you do?
Go ahead.
That's perfect impersonation of Hoppus.
Roll oh god, now I gotta look it up. It's not quite a deception, is it?
Performance? I don't know.
Roll a deception and a performance, please. Okay. The bartender replies, "It is I, the bartender. May I enter, young lass?" Remembering Hoppus.
All right, fine. I'll walk over to the door, throw it open, and go, "What do you want?"
Startled to see you instead of Hoppus because of how you represented yourself.
Just trying to keep people on their toes.
He takes a step back and now how are you dressed exactly right now?
The usual, like, cowls forward and stuff. Like,
So you have your cloak on, your hood up, all that stuff, right? Because you just got out of bed. That's why I had to ask.
oh, I don't know what you did to me last night. I have no idea.
I had to ask because you just got out of bed, so I was wondering how you're dressed. In other words, do you sleep with your clothes on?
Well, he
Sure.
was drunk. We just put him in bed.
This
I have
is
no
true.
idea. I
No,
wasn't
he was
around.
This is true. You were completely drunk and out of it. They just put you into bed. We'll assume that your cloak is on you and your hood is up when you answer that door. Again, startled, he steps back a little bit and then composes himself and seriously? States. I'm waiting to sneeze. I really am. And states, Sir, you should not. Is there anybody else in there with you?
What business of that is yours?
Good question. The bartender gestures to what appears to be 3 knights, kind of single-filed. Well, that actually covers that description pretty well. And says, "These gentlemen wish to talk to the..." Okay, hold on. My computer just went bling on me. Wish to talk to you alone.
My calendar's really full. I haven't talked to my secretary and make an appointment.
Roll deception if you're really going to say that.
Is that really deception or intimidation?
Well, it depends on how you said it.
Kind of
Right.
intimidating, like.
Both them, because technically you're deceiving them that you have a secretary and whatnot, and that your thing is full. But if you're saying it in a very intimidating way, then on top of it, yeah, both deception and intimidation. In a very intimidating way. You do say that. He kind of... let me roll his stats real quick. Hold on. Fine, I'll do it the other way. Okay. Alright, so...
Does this room have any windows?
Yes, when you entered, you saw a window where the ghost wolf is, which is why I put it there, so I remember where the window is.
What the hell is there a ghost wolf out my window for?
There is no ghost wolf, it's just where the window is. Alright, so, he, not very, your intimidation does kind of scare him, but not too much, but, he's definitely not deceived by what you say. And he re-emphasizes in an intimidating way, which means you'll probably want to roll, what did I roll for against that? Hold on. I used
Roll
your
my
character sheet.
intimidation against him intimidation. Guess who's gonna win?
No, roll your insight against his intimidation. He kind of strongly states back at you in an intimidating way, these gentlemen are knights. You should respect them and talk to them as they wish. So if you wish to sort of backlash that, make sure you roll insight. Holy crap. Clearly not deceived. Clearly not intimidated by his words. What do you do?
Yeah, I hate.
Oh, also, and with that insight, he's kind of standing off to the side, tilted, so you can see the knights. With that insight, you also notice that the knights are actually clearly not in a threatening stance of any sort. Their shields are put away, their swords are sheathed, and everything. And you don't see any hidden intent for them to attack you.
So they're semi-relaxed, just standing there.
Yep.
All right, we'll let them in.
All right. Okay, out of there. I didn't know you could double click them.
What?
I didn't know you could double click them and get their pop up for their token. And he says, "All right, they're all in there now." And the bartender says, "All right, then I shall leave," as the knights gestured to him to leave, and he does so. They all turn to face you once I figure out how they can face you properly. There we go. Alright. The gentleman, this knight, basically bows to you and says thank you. And you notice that they just do a quick oversee of the room. They see it's clear, and asked. And then this one asks, "May we look in the trunks?"
No, you can't look in the trunks. First of all, they're not mine. Second of all, it's none of your business.
Kind of surprised by how you're acting. He actually he should roll an insight real
Why
quick.
is that surprising? I mean, he's coming into a room where there's. Well, anyway,
Okay.
you can look at my trunk if you want, but as for the other three, you're going to have to find the owners of the other three and talk.
He hold on. I gotta roll his insight. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay. Wow, he has no insight. Okay. He has absolutely no insight. Anyways. He's like, he says thank you, that would be wonderful. Or great, however you want to put that. And the other two, one of the knights in black basically walks over and asks you to open the trunk.
Okay, I open the trunk.
Seeing nothing that's in there, and turns around to the head of the knights, basically. God,
Like a captain or something?
Chief
yeah,
Knight,
thank you.
the
Captain
Grand
Knight.
Knights, the whatever. Sure,
Just a captain.
that works.
Why does it automatically be controlled by everyone? It shouldn't be controlled by everyone.
He's a pawn.
Captain. Well, he holds the rank of captain. There we go. Oh, you can't see that. That's just fine. You can clearly see he's different from the other knights, and he kind of holds more authority than they do. And he turns to you and says, "Thank you for letting us look. I think that should be enough for now. If you could have your friends contact us as soon as possible, that would be lovely. That would be great. And we shall leave."
Are you looking for something specific?
He as he heads towards the door, and you say that, and they say, he says, "Yes, we are. We are looking for a few thieves that have been roaming around this town."
I do believe someone in this town actually hired a couple of my companions to search out the thieves.
Yes, but those companions of yours, once they handed him over, the thief had escaped, and now I sneeze. And we just wanted to be sure that nothing was either taken from you or been added to your guys' stash, basically.
Okay, that sounds a little weird. So that seems to indicate that you already know what should be in the trunks, and so how do you know what would be added or removed? Have you been in here before searching our trunks?
Roll insight. And he replies to you, "No, we have not been in here as of yet." And you do not think he is lying or trying to deceive you in any way.
Okay.
Alright, we shall go for now.
So they didn't mention a specific item they're looking for.
Nope. Alright. Alright, and now that time has caught up to both, to the performers outside. Nope, they did not. Alright, so we'll continue with Oz. What are you gonna do?
What time is it?
It's mid-afternoon, so like 2-3 o'clock.
Oh, good. I'll go get me a bowl of stew.
Well, I don't know why I did that. Okay.
Oh, I locked the door.
Okay. Door is locked.
Dirty, rotten knights. Can't trust any of them.
As you walk into the main area of the of the dining hall, you notice that the knights are at this table over here. They do not have any food with them, and they're kind of just talking amongst themselves, whispering, so that no one within earshot can hear them. But they're not really trying to. But they're also not really trying to hide anything either. And you notice that the barkeep is not here at all. Or at least where you're at. Obviously, because he's not there.
Well, that sucks.
Were you told about the festival?
I probably was. Then again, I probably didn't lose track of the day at least. So.
Yeah.
So you're saying everybody's probably at the festival?
Well, I know everybody's at the festival. I don't know about you.
All right. Well, I'm not seeing an innkeeper. I'll go head out to the festival if it'll let me. Do. Oh wait.
Halt, says this knight as you approach.
What the? Okay, I'll halt.
These two kind of walk up. You notice that they're kind of tipsy. Clearly they've been drinking. Clearly they've been drinking. And they're slurring the words, but they finally get out. Are you here for the festival?
I am here for the festival. I want festival foods, so give me my festival belly.
They look at each other and start laughing and says, "Come on through."
Alrighty then.
And as you approach, as you get past them, you see Bindle, Hoppus, and Melody on stage playing. What was it? They were playing something very specific. I don't remember what the song was supposed to be, but they were playing that song. Oh
You
my
mentioned
god.
the Sherazade or something like that.
Sherazade, yeah. That'll work. Why not? Sherazade. 1001 Nights.
That's a song?
It is now.
Okay.
And you notice a ton of people just kind of either dancing or chit-chatting or buying and selling.
I'm guessing there's food over there in the food cart. Food stall, food thing, food, whatever you call it.
There's a lot of food in everywhere actually at the moment. So there's a lot of food stations, especially up in the northern sector. The northern part.
And she pings south.
No, I was trying to move and it pinged. I was trying to move
Alright,
the cord.
so this is the person then?
Yep, she is the shopkeep. Or, well, the keeper of the food for right now.
Do you have
And
any of that roast elk that I spent so long to hunt for?
she turns to you. Yes, we do. And she goes back over here, grabs some food, and says, "Here you go."
Thank you.
And literally hands it to you.
Cool. Food.
Would you like anything to drink?
No, not right now.
Okay. Uh, um, and you guys are just about to finish up. So whenever you guys wish to say you are done with the music, just say so.
Well, we're done whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. As you saw Oz come in, you continued to perform, but you saw him go straight for the main festival dining area, and decided to wind down the song and end it. And as you do, you notice this goblin and the hooded guy turn and talk to each other while the goblin settles down and stops dancing like he was crazy. Lee enjoying the music. Huh.
Alright, so they know each other. I think we've seen them talk to each other before.
Yes, you have a couple of times.
Alright, we're gonna join Oz. It's time to get this haunch of turkey leg.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah, remember?
I thought it was a deer.
Well, as long as it's a haunch of meat, I mean, carry in one hand and take bites out of it.
Alright, who's gonna be playing Melody?
Could we play her in concert?
I don't know, can you?
Well, you could
Here,
just...
I'll just move her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you make so anybody can move her.
I'll just move her. Somebody else can play her combat, though. Actually, that will work. I'll just play her. What I'll do is just have her follow Bindle around. You know, kind of what I did with Oz.
Yeah.
So you three meet up with Oz
Mm-hmm.
and his plate of food. Then what?
We're gonna order some food.
Yeah, we need some food.
She turns around and says, "What can I get you? Would you like to try that deer meat that you guys got?"
Yeah.
I can't move her.
No, yeah, I'll just move her. Alright, she goes back over to the meat area and picks up the food and hands it to you guys.
Nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom. Meow 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 meow.
Alright, so we eat up and then we just ask how Oz is feeling.
Much better now that I have food. By the way, some knights want to inspect your trunk to make sure you don't have any stolen items in it.
Huh?
The knights, they're in the inn. For some reason, they're being nosy.
Inspect my trunks, huh? Buy me a drink first. What are they looking for?
I want to make sure nothing is added to your stash. Now, what they know what's in your stash in the first place is, I'll never be able to figure that out.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It was very weird.
Added to our stash. Well, what if we do add to our stash, but it's things that we have bought or were given?
The better question is how they know what's in your stashes in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine maybe they're looking for a specific item.
But what would they be looking for?
I don't know, maybe something important was stolen. And well, I mean, we were all around town, including the council place. So maybe they think we took it. Whatever it may be.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. So maybe they're just doing a standard investigation. But we know we didn't take anything, so we shouldn't, act like we did.
Yeah.
Whole thing seems highly suspicious to me.
Right. Like, how did they know where to find us? Like, how did they know of us? Are they searching every room?
I honestly didn't ask that question. They came in demanding to look in the trunks, and I said, you can look in mine, but the other three, don't touch.
And you're sure they're knights?
They got the knight look. They're wearing the knight clothes. They're being knight-like. I didn't really have a list of approved knights in my back pocket to check against.
Mm-hmm. It seems awfully small time for a knight to be looking for a petty criminal in the middle of a festival.
Plus, it's not a petty criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what he stole?
That's true.
Maybe
Do
he
you
stole the king's favorite necklace, for all we know.
Do you want to find maybe the clerk or the city leader and ask him about it?
Yeah, because wouldn't they know?
I would imagine they would.
I make it a rule not to get in the business of what knights want to do. I just usually want to go the other direction. If you guys want to play around with the knights, you guys can go right ahead.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to gather some information.
I would vote that since this festival is now festival time is happening, maybe we should move on.
If we move on without talking to them, though, are they going to put a thing out for our head?
If they were after us, we would be arrested already, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Or attacked.
True.
Yeah, if we're not hiding from them. They could easily find us.
But I mean, if we, like, left.
Well,
So it might look suspicious.
For you guys, it's a little easier. For me, I don't like playing with knights. They have a tendency to cook me for dinner.
Mm-hmm. But I think we could ask the cedar leader or the clerk, get information from them without confronting any knights.
Yeah.
We could easily act that we don't even know about these knights.
Sure.
All right, so we look around. Is everybody leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently all at once.
Yeah, that
Is
was great.
the festival over?
Is there a fire or someone get stabbed or something?
No. You notice the festival is winding down. Just a bit.
Okay.
But before it gets completely wound down, George, the city leader, gets up on the stage. Why did I move that gal back? That was weird. And basically yells as loud as he can, "Remember, this is only the first day. Yet 2 more days." And then he gets off stage and heads out.
All right. So let's go look in the meeting house.
Which house?
Well, I call it the meeting house. It's like the I don't know what they would call it in D&D.
Okay, I'll follow you.
The city town center.
The city town center. Well, I guess there's two entrances.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'll be there in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Melody follows you. And what are you doing? Knocking on the door? Or opening it?
Oh, we're opening it. We're gonna assume it's open for business. It's not nighttime, right?
Nope. Not quite.
Unless it's
So, yeah,
customary to
so-
knock first at buildings like these, but I think it's
No.
like, open access.
Mm-hmm. So as you walk in to the main area, you see Eva and Gregory talking. I know they're not facing each other, but pretend.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just kind of talking to each other. Eva seems super excited about something, and Gregory's just kind of listening to her annoyatively.
Okay. Okay, so
And
out of character question.
Hmm.
Where do I find the note for the horse?
it was given to you while you were on stage.
Oh, someone passed it to me?
Somebody left it on the stage and you picked it up.
Okay. So I'm gonna read that. I guess I would have read it the first chance I got. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
I tell the group about this note. The note reads,
Well, you're not telling Oz because Oz isn't with you.
yeah, where is Oz? Where are you at? You still eating?
He didn't want to
I'm
deal with it.
finishing
right now.
up and meander back to the inn.
Yeah, he
All
doesn't
right.
want to mess with
The Knights.
Yeah.
So I tell Hoppus and Melody that the letter reads, to whom this letter finds in possession of. If you find this letter, then please find Sir Fireheart. And then he notes, Sir Fireheart is the horse breeder, by the way. And give him a fancy quality ring. He will give you a steed in return. From an unappreciated jeweler. Isn't that mysterious? So I suggest we find Mr. Fireheart and see if he would honor this.
Wait.
Oh, no, you don't.
A ring to yesterday.
Who do I give the ring to?
No, I gave a ring to somebody that the jeweler gave to me.
You think it's related to this?
I don't know. Because he gave me a note to give to the jeweler.
And then the jeweler gave you a ring?
No. The jeweler gave me a ring to bring to him. I think it was him. And then he gave me a note to bring back to the jeweler, which I did.
Was the jeweler Eva? That lady right there?
The jeweler, she sent me to this lady.
Okay, so the vendor, the jeweler vendor. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not her. Interesting. Well, if we see Sir Fireheart, which, by the way, is the gentleman that we had you follow.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the noble guy? That's Sir Fireheart.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, but I don't think our characters knew that. I don't think Bindle knew who you knew Fireheart was, and you don't know that Bindle knows who Fireheart is.
Oh,
you were
okay.
separated when you both met him.
Yeah. So now you guys both know.
Yeah. So now that's why Bindle's saying that one mysterious noble guy that was rich, that's Sir Fireheart. And then you tell him, oh, that's the guy that we want to go heal. And
yeah.
So they're putting two and two together now. So he's the horse breeder. And I don't know, we'll ask him about this note and maybe we can get a steed out of this.
Yeah. At least ask him about it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
maybe that's what the knights are looking for.
Could be. So maybe it is that ring that you delivered, but who knows? Did you sense anything weird about that ring?
It had an aura.
Oh, like magical?
I don't think I knew which type it was. Just
Nope.
that I could tell something was different.
Okay. Because I met somebody. Well, I overheard somebody trying to sell a ring. And apparently that ring isn't from this realm.
Hmm.
Ava over there, that lady, kind of
Mhm.
Bindle kind of just nonchalantly, not like points out like super obvious, like I point at you, but it's kind of like, hey, that lady over there, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes, she's a jeweler here. Jeweler?
Jeweler.
It doesn't sound right because
Jeweler.
jewelry,
Yeah, it's
jeweler.
jeweler.
It's so
weird.
Jeweler.
Yeah, English is weird. She's a jeweler there, and she's the one that told me that. And she could tell that the ring was not from this realm. I don't know if that's the one that is from this note. Well, you remember who you gave the ring to, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it was. Yeah. I think it was Sir Fireheart. I don't remember now.
No, it was a priestess.
Was
Yep.
it
Out of
Priestess?
character. I think it was a
Yeah, I
priestess.
don't remember that. So.
Yeah, it was a priestess.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Well, we'll talk to Sir Fireheart and see what he knows about this ring. It just says a fancy ring. It doesn't say a specific type of ring, so maybe he's just looking for a really nice ring for a trade or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we walk in and we want to talk to the clerk.
Yeah, okay, so as you walk in, you saw the clerk, but you also, straight ahead of you, saw a lady with holding several books in her hand, talking to George, the city leader, as well.
Okay. Well, I want to try to get one of their attentions, the clerk or the city leader.
How do you plan on doing that?
By standing around and looking like I want to talk to them. Kind of like you do at Best Buy or something when you want them to help you.
That hardly ever works at Best Buy. Especially when you need somebody and there's nobody around.
I know.
Oh my god, I hate that. It's just like, you asked me like 2 times before I came in here. This time, I had like 3 people ask me if I needed help.
Yeah.
I didn't. And then the one time I come in and I actually need help, nobody's around.
Yeah. So kind of like that.
So you're just gonna stand there and look like you need to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll chit chat with Hobbits and Melody here until they're done.
How loud were you when you walked in, basically?
Well, we weren't yelling. Kind of like a casual conversation. We weren't whispering. We weren't yelling. We were just kind of talking to each other, like, yeah, this and that and this and that.
Yeah, okay. So, the clerk hears you, kind of turns his head to look at you, and his eyes are open. He goes, but he goes to Eva, basically saying, I gotta talk to these guys. I'll be back. I'll be right back. And, this guy is in the wrong spot. You go there. That's why I'm clicking on him. Right. And he walks up to you. What can I do you for? What can I do for you?
They go, yes. Do you remember the criminal that we caught and he got away?
Yes.
Do you know
Speaking of which, have you found him again by chance?
No, we haven't seen any sign of him.
Maybe he was smart enough to leave.
That could be. Although there is a lot of potential here, I doubt he'd be able to resist. I mean, we're still on the lookout for him. But these knights, that are here for the festival. Are they also looking for him?
I don't know. The knight's business is the knight's business.
So they didn't come here to confer with you?
No, their only job here, while the festival is running, is to provide security at the two entrants for the festival. To make sure he clears his throat, not really wanting to offend anybody, to make sure Dragonborn don't come in to enjoy the festival, and
To enjoy
tieflings.
the festival. You
Tieflings
know, why
and
don't they
Nailed
come and
that
enjoy the
one.
festival?
So yeah, and it's just how he decides to put it,
Okay.
and as well as making sure that the festival runs smoothly. But beyond that, it's their own business of what they're doing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess our companion was visited by these knights saying that they're looking for something specific. And
Can you read my message I sent to you? Anyways, continue.
oh, so you just telling me that our companion was visited by these knights. They're looking for something specific, and I don't know, maybe they think we took it, but I'm wondering if you know anything about that. Is something important missing?
Not that I'm aware of. But then again, they could have been trying to keep it hush hush or whatnot.
Do the knights have any presence here? An office or a station, barracks, or anything here in this town?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Very
that doesn't-
interesting.
But that doesn't mean they don't have one in a town from here and whatnot.
I just, well, I guess this is something we'll talk about with the group later. So one more thing, our performance for the festival.
Give us money.
Well, he's gonna try to get to that.
Oh yes, your performance. He actually, right when you say that, he kind of points up his fingers. Oh yes, right. Hold on, and runs into the back room. And you hear the back room kind of a little bit of banging and some crashing while he's clearly doing something.
Like he's looking for something.
Exactly. And he comes out and with a nice bag, a very nice nice well-made bag, and hands it to you. Here you go.
Good, excellent. Now I understand the festival is for 2 more days. Are you gonna need us for those 2 days? Because I'm available, or we are available.
Oh, you are you? All of you?
Well,
I am.
yeah. I guess I could answer for Melody, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and answer for Melody.
So yeah, we should be here for the next couple of days if you want more entertainment. We also do dances and storytelling.
Oh, that would be fun for the kids. Hold on, I gotta finish writing this. Hold on, I gotta finish writing this. did I spell it right? No, I didn't, because that's hard to spell. Oh, I did spell it right. It just looks wrong.
I hate that.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So, I filled in the information of the of what you got, Bindle, what was handed to you. But yes, we could definitely use a couple more performers tomorrow if you're interested. I don't know about the third day. We tend to try to wind down super early on the third day so we can get cleaned up real easily. But maybe, yeah. If you don't want to do it in an official capacity, you could always maybe go to a corner and perform, especially like near the food or something, the food court.
Oh, that would be excellent as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about we settle on that? We'll be independent, and if you need somebody, just come and get us, and we'll be happy to perform for minimal fee.
That would be awesome. Okay, Oz, hold on. We gotta switch over to Oz real quick. I didn't think he'd get a crit.
I'll be back.
I didn't think he got a crit. So, Oz, as this guy comes up to sit next to you, he kind of he got his drink and everything, and he accidentally on purpose spills it on top of you, but you notice what he's trying to do, and you kind of got a hold of him. What are you gonna do next? He was trying to pickpocket you, FYI.
How big is he?
He's a halfling.
Perfect.
And about 3 feet.
Bloody wrap my claws around his neck, pick him up about 6 inches, and I walk over to the captain.
Okay. Alright.
I say, Mr. Knight, sir, this guy just tried to pickpocket me.
And he looks at you, looking up. Roll a...
I said 6 inches, not 6 feet.
Well, no, he's looking up at you.
Oh, because
while he's sitting down.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's looking up at you, sitting down. Because he's sitting down. I need you to roll something. Hold on. I can't believe I don't have these skills memorized yet. I really can't. Well, it's not really a deception. It's not really... Well, it's not really anything. Let me have him roll an insight and see how well he does. And then I'll decide on that. Never mind. Screw that. He never has insight. Alright, he stands up before turning around, and so he turns back around, gets out of his seat. And as he stands up and turns around, he's like, he states, he pickpocketed you? Really?
He tried to. I caught him with his hand in my pocket.
Very well, sir. Could you maybe put him down, please?
Okay, I lower him to the ground.
Alright, and before you release him, he grabs the guy's arm and basically takes hold of him. and starts shaking his head like, really? Just really? And basically feels like his dinner's been ruined. Not his dinner, but basically the talk that they were doing is ruined, and he says thank you to you as he walks out with his prisoner to be taken to somewhere.
12-foot hole.
Maybe. Well done. Well done. All right.
And I order a beer.
And as you order it and it's handed to you, the barkeep says, "On the house for catching that thief."
Oh, thank you.
All right. And now we're back to you guys.
Back to us.
Yes, we are back to you.
Oh, I think we're done here.
And as you say that, you see a knight walk in with a captured halfling walking in front of him and hollers, "Clerk, get over here." Or actually, he hollers,
You
"George,
got
get
some
over here."
Explaining to do. Oh.
George sort of abruptly ends his conversation with the lady holding a bunch of books and comes up and says, "Oh, you caught him." "Yes." A thief you guys have seen, so he's going to be named a thief. And hands him over to George. George takes him into the jail cell, basically, and puts him there. The knight kind of just says hi and whatnot and has a sort of friendly conversation, but quick and short, and ends it. And then George goes back to the lady to finish his conversation. And you notice the captain. Basically, it was a very quick, simple transaction that you guys just saw.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick. And as the captain exits.
You just threw the guy in there and be like, book him.
Basically.
Book 'em, Dano.
Exactly. There you go.
And that thief is not the one that we've seen before.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. I think we just leave. I think we're done here.
You missed Oz catching a thief. That's what you did.
Okay. Mama Kitty.
Mama Kitty, what?
She's in
Where
my
is
chat.
Mama
Mama Kitty, are you feeling okay?
I hope she is. Alright, so. I did message her. I never got a response.
She can't play at the moment. We're just kind of like Moon's moving you, and then we just kind of decide as to your RP. Basically, you're just gonna go along with anything else that we do.
With anything everybody else does and says.
Mm-hmm, basically.
Basically what we did with Oz. Except Oz was easier. All I had to do was hand him a drink after a drink, and then he got drunk, and then he went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I like that roleplay.
All right, so as we walk out, I look in the bag that was just given to us. And we're like, It feels kind of hefty. He looks in there and he goes, "Yeah, there's some gold and there's a ring."
A
He pulls
ring.
out the ring and he shows it to Melody and Hoppus. You know, isn't that interesting? This isn't the ring you delivered, is it? He asked Hoppus.
Hoppus doesn't recognize it.
No.
Okay. It looks pretty nice. Maybe we could use this. Maybe Sir Fireheart will accept this from us. I'll hang on to it, and maybe if I see Eva, I could have her appraise it for me.
Okay.
Oh, and here's your share. Bindle's gonna divvy up. It's about 6 gold to Melody and Hobbes. So, we got to give Melody your 6 gold.
All right, I'll do that here in just a moment.
So I'm going to leave the remaining of the gold in the bag with the ring and carry that bag with me.
Okay. I'm just assuming we're going, to the tavern now?
Yeah. To the tavern.
As you continue to walk towards the tavern, you notice Sir Fireheart talking to this knight. Oz recognizes him, but you wouldn't.
Okay, we're gonna pass by. We want to hear what they're saying, because he's obviously a knight, right? This is something we would recognize just by the way he's
dressed. Okay. He's wearing chainmail and everything. No, he's obviously a knight.
Okay.
As you pass by, they're basically arguing about horses. The gist of the conversation that you get as you walk by is the fact that Sir Fireheart is backing down on his deal to provide them with horses that he had promised.
All right. I want to talk to Mr. I keep calling him Mr. Sir Fireheart, but I don't think I want to interrupt here.
Yeah. I'm gonna frolic through the grass.
A Melody can teleport.
I saw that. Wow, it's busy in here.
Melody tries to sit next to Oz. There is one spot empty next onto the other side of Oz.
Yeah, Melody, you can sit there. Not Melody. Hoppers, you can sit there. I'll stand at the bar.
Okay.
Wait, is this a seat? Is that a seat right there? It is, right? But
Or this table.
There's someone.
But there's
right
somebody there. There's someone sitting here too.
But there's somebody there.
Yep.
Oh, there is. He's tiny. Okay. Alright. So I think we're just gonna. I'm just gonna grab a drink.
Alright, you guys have to roll for a menu.
Again?
Well, did you roll for today?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
It was a 3.
How do you remember that and not who's who?
Because I'm good with numbers.
You should name your characters after numbers.
Yeah, I remember numbers.
No, like,
But I mean, we can roll again if you want.
no, we'll go with 3 as long as you remembered it.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
It sounds right, too.
Yeah, because it was the cheat menu.
Let's see, I feel like spirits.
Yeah, because I got a biscuit and something yesterday. I'm gonna get some spiced potatoes.
Is that everything, or would you like something to drink?
Some wine, please.
Very well. I'll be back with your food and wine. And your spirits. Did you want anything to eat?
No, I think I've had enough for today, but thank you.
Very well. Alright. Melody's going to take a drink of... I don't know. We'll say water. We'll say water. She's going to have some water. Storming into the inn, clearly angered and frustrated. He this knight that you recognize and that you guys recognize goes to his table and starts speaking loudly of Sir Fireheart, not favorably either, about how he's going back on the deal to provide them horses and whatnot.
He's making a scene.
Yes, exactly. He's making a scene. Yeah. Okay. Bartender Key comes back and hands you guys your food and drink.
Thank
And
you.
says, enjoy. Ow.
So we eat, drink, and be merry.
Exactly. Then he comes back out, and he's there. Oh, jeez.
Holy crap, they had a lot of drink.
Yeah, they were stretched across 3 units. Alright. Sir, okay, hold on. Okay, you're right, you're wrong. Can't see these things. There we go. Everybody's facing the wrong direction. But that's okay. Except for these guys. Alright. So what do you do? Besides eat, drink, and be merry.
I don't think we do anything special here. At least Billy doesn't.
As you guys sort of start finishing your food and everything, this goblin comes up to you, Bendel, and in common says, "That was wonderfully done today at the square."
Bindle turns to him and gives him a slight bow, and he goes, "Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it." You obviously have good taste in music.
And he bows to you and then heads off back to his own table.
He didn't try to rob me or anything, right?
No. You're welcome to try for perception to see if it really happened, but
Well,
no.
No, not for that, but he got pretty close. I want to see if is there anything, I don't know, different about this goblin?
Well, when he was close to you, he was wearing nothing more than some leather armor and had a sheathed short sword, a very thin short sword, and a bunch of daggers on him.
But those... Go ahead.
Hold on. I did have to take a bite of that, huh? Now my mouth is dry, but I've stopped coughing because of it. He's also, aside from just kind of what was pretty obvious, his how do I say this? That is, his demeanor was kind of different compared to the regular goblins you've seen. He's tries to stand up taller. He's more kind of more open, more his presence is more open. He's not really in a fighting stance mode of any sort. And the only thing you can really tell for the difference, aside from the fact that every goblin looks different in general, is the fact that he is very friendly, and his eyes are surprisingly a blood red color, and yet he's friendly.
So would his eyes stand out from other goblins?
From the ones you've seen, which are mostly yellows, yellow eyes, yes.
Okay, and I don't sense any sort of deception, illusion, or
No.
That would be like investigation.
That would be an insight check, really, though. That would be more of an insight check.
All right.
But as of passively, no.
Okay, now out of character, in your world, are goblins like this common? Is it unheard of to have commons actually in the general populace of humans and other dwarves? Like, or is this like super, super rare that I would find it super curious?
You found it kind of curious. It's not super super rare, but it's rare enough where it's like 1 in 100,000 that you see.
Mm-hmm. So it does happen, but it's not very common.
Yeah, it's not very common. It's not super super rare. So think of it as just kind of a rare occurrence, but not super super rare, but definitely not common either.
Okay. I didn't get any bad vibes from him, and so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna take it as face value. That he's just one of these goblins who have assimilated, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't plan to hurt anybody here. He's just like anybody else, so that's what Bindle's gonna take it as. But I guess he does find it curious. That's why I did the check.
Yep. And then you notice that he kind of walks back to a very a hooded gentleman, and is that meat he's holding? Is that meat he's holding?
It's a torch.
Oh, it's a torch. Okay, good. Sure the heck. Looked like raw meat to me.
You could say it was meat.
You notice that he comes back to this hooded guy, and this kind of scrawny adventurer who's just kind of super scrawny, looks weak. There's not much there.
Is he old?
No.
Alright. He's not acting weird or anything, right?
No, he's just very scrawny. He's a human, but he's very thin, very... Scrawny's just an excellent word for it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Scrawny human.
Scrawny just envelops him, okay? We'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And you can clearly see that the goblin and the hooded guy have, like, very full plates, and this guy has, like, nothing on his plate.
Are they talking to him?
They're kind of talking and just kind of amongst themselves, deciding what they're gonna do tomorrow. You heard the goblin say maybe we'll go back to the festival or head out. They just haven't really decided if they're gonna head out, where they're gonna head out. If they head out, they're just kind of discussing that.
Okay. Oh, when I looked at the goblin, he wasn't wearing any necklaces like the goblins wear, like their tribal stuff, like the ones that I have that they were given to me.
Yes, he was. I actually forgot to tell you that. Yes, he is.
I forgot to ask about it.
But the symbol was clearly far different from yours.
Okay, so he's not from a tribe that we've met already.
Yeah.
And I call them tribes. I don't know what that would be called here.
Tribe's a good name for it.
Okay.
As the knights finish their discussion, they kind of come over to the end of the bar next to you, This guy does, anyways. And calls for the bartender to come by. And you clearly hear their conversation about wanting into the other rooms. And he kind of nods and says he'll take you.
I can't hear all that, right?
You hear some of it, bits and pieces of it, but that's about it.
Okay.
So I heard him say that he wants in other rooms.
Yep. Are you done turning? Thank you.
I'm gonna go and talk to Oz. He's still here, right?
I hope so.
He's super quiet, that's why. And I'm gonna get in close. Right there. And just whisper. Tell him what I heard, that this night, once in other rooms, and ask him, like, is that the night that I wanted to look at our lockers?
Yeah, that's the nice that wanted to look in the locker.
You think he's going into our room?
I don't know.
Should we go spy on him?
I'll let you go spy on him. You're sneakier than I am.
Okay. So Bindle's gonna walk over. Well, he's gonna whisper over here. I have a, let me make sure I still have it. I think I have a potion of invisibility.
Ooh.
A potion of invisibility.
You're always saying that we're not using our potions.
About time.
So I'm gonna dig it out. And then kind of quietly sneak back here. This door is open, right? This is anybody. Yeah, we can go in there, right?
Yep. It's open.
And I kind of want to wait till no one's looking at me. So would you say, like, if I close this door behind me, I don't see anybody looking at me?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pop that potion.
Finally, somebody's using a potion. It's a historical event.
I only have one and it's for healing, so I haven't had a chance to use it.
There's been several players that could use it, and they haven't.
Not me.
Okay, so invisibility
Well,
doesn't make you, like, they can't pass through me, right?
Yeah, they can't pass through you. They'd hit you.
Okay.
What it does is you don't have to do a stealth check for about an hour. They can't see you.
think
Okay.
about like Harry Potter with his cloak on.
Exactly. But it'll only last for an hour.
Yeah, if he gets hit, obviously, you know he's there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go towards the rooms and try to be quiet.
As you head towards the rooms, you see the two knights in black kind of just right there at the hall.
So I'm gonna wait to see what they do. See or hear what they say.
And one of them enters the upper room while the other one kind of stands outside. The other knight, you don't see where he's at or where he went. But you do see him come back out from the room from the south of you, over here. And looks at this guy and just shakes his head. Nope, not here either. And then the bartender closes that door, locks it up, closes both doors, locks it up. And then they clearly ask him to open the other 2 doors. He does it. And this one goes up there. This one comes down. And this one moves kind of in front of the 2 doors.
Okay, I'm going to stand by the wall.
Alright.
So I'm not like in the middle of the hallway, but I'm up against the wall.
Right. As you hear inside that they're clearly rummaging through stuff. And he comes out along with a little later. So does the other one, and they both shake their heads at each other. And no, it's not here either. And they kind of turn back around and says, "You need to open that other door." And he's like, "No, I still have patrons in there. And they paid for 2 more nights." And so, I'm just gonna say he's the captain now. I'm just gonna say captain. And the captain glares at him and intimidates him and says, "Open the door now." And let me roll something. And the intimidation clearly doesn't work. Oh, wow. Wow. I rolled a nat 1 for the intimidation. Like, okay, that clearly doesn't work. Clearly doesn't work on the bartender, and he's again states, "No. The door is locked, and right now the room belongs to the patrons. You will have to ask their permission to enter." And kind of knowing that nobody's in there at the moment, at least the barkeep knows that no one's in there, kind of tries to push him back, but doesn't really touch him or anything. Tries to move him back, and that's not working. Seriously? Thank you. And they sort of do kind of go backwards a little bit. And then the captain turns around. Yay, no more coffee. Alright. Turns around and nods to the knights. And then turns back around and attacks the barkeep with a dagger. And does he hit? And hits him for 3 damage. So he didn't wound him severely, but just enough to know that he's being threatened and whatnot. And the bartender grabs his wound and glares and literally states again, "I told you it belongs to my patrons." Kind of sick and tired of the bartender, he throws the bartender to the 2 knights and goes to the door. You can interrupt me anytime in case you want to do something.
And nope, I'm gonna watch.
No. And he tries to pick the lock. Hold on, I gotta actually roll that. And it's surprisingly successful to him because it was like his first time ever. I was expecting to roll a lower number than that. And the lock is picked. And he opens the door and walks in. Clearly nobody's home. And this knight walks in, but this knight is just kind of standing there, keeping the bartender captive, basically. They're not in the middle of the hall. They're on the wall.
Yeah. Is there a space for me to sneak by?
You can sneak by on this side, right here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak by. Do I need to roll anything?
Roll acrobatics.
I'm gonna carve my way in there.
No. I just want to make sure you don't hit your foot against them or something. You're fine. As you enter, you see the captain and the knight rummaging through this one and this one's chest. Rummage, 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 rummage. Uh-huh.
But I don't see them taking anything yet, do I?
No.
I'm looking for that.
This night...
Place anything?
That too.
Yeah. This night, kind of angry, slams the trunk closed and heads over to this one. This one continues to search, but doesn't stop at the trunk. Goes to the bed and looks. Rummage, 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 rummage. And this one also is rummaging through this trunk here. And again, once he's done, he kind of just shakes his head, just kind of annoyed, angered, and whatnot. Can't find anything of what he was looking for. And this one tells him, I didn't see anything or find anything either. Maybe it was a lie. We could try the storage rooms as well. Maybe there's something there. And they're like, yes, let's try that. That's what the captain says. And so they kind of walk out. They head out. If I can get them to head out. As they come up to the barkeep and the other night, the captain basically says, you need to open the storage rooms. You need to open the storage rooms. Come on. Move, 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 move. And he opens the first one in the back. I'm not moving this character. And then the captain goes into that one, and then he also opens the middle one, and then the other knight enters that, and they rummage, rummage, and rummage. And come out and still shake their head. This one basically doesn't yell it, but says, nope, there's nothing there either. And this one comes out, says the same thing. And then the third one is opened. As they come down, they're surprised the door is actually closed because they remember leaving it open. But don't really make a passer thought of it. Mostly the bartender noticed it and didn't really say much about it.
Well, only the person who went last would know. I would know then.
And then, since it was open, this guy goes in. Rummage, rummage, rummage. It's
What do you mean that door?
This door here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like this door.
Nope. This
Okay.
door was closed. The bartender noticed that it was closed even though he left it open.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Rummage. And comes out, didn't find anything either. And kind of tired and exhausted of looking for things and whatnot. They're like, the captain's like, fine, we'll just take the bartender. And then kind of thought twice, started to think, well, how the hell are we going to get him out of here? And realize that there's a door here. They say, let's go through the stables, and that's where they head out of, if I can. There we go. Oh, come on, move. Thank you. They head out towards the stables and out this way. Okay, for the love
So
of God.
they said it out loud, right? That they're gonna take the bartender.
Yep.
Take him where? I can't move.
What?
It's locked.
Here, hold on.
Am I supposed to be
Hold
able to
on.
go through there or no?
There, now you're through. You know you can't go through there.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
could have made it so that I couldn't pass through there. Like they locked it behind them, but I wasn't sure if that's your intention.
Nope. You notice the injury on the captain was leaving literally a trail of blood. Even though he wasn't badly wounded, apparently the injury is kind of a very bad bloody one, though.
So the bartender's injured.
Yep.
They can take him away. Okay. I'm gonna run. And run inside here. Now, these are knights too, right? These over here?
Mm-hmm. Where?
On this table?
Yep. They're knights as well.
Okay. So I run in kind of hastily to my group and then just tell them to come over.
Okay,
me.
first off, you still have the potion of
I'm still
invisibility
invisible,
going.
but so I'm tugging on like Oz's robe and talking out loud. Like, come on, come outside.
Okay.
I mean, they knew I was gonna use the potion. I told them. Then we're out here. I don't see anybody out here, right? At least not within earshot.
No.
So I'm gonna tell
Just
them.
no.
I'm gonna tell them that the knights forced their way into all these rooms. They're looking for something. They couldn't find anything that they wanted, so they took the barkeep. They stabbed him and they took him in that direction. And he points in, in that direction over there. Now, I guess out of character, as you know, do you want to go pursue him? I guess you could answer in character, I guess.
Well, I mean, are they really knights if they take a guy?
Yeah, the barkeep tried to stop them from entering the rooms, and they got angry and stabbed him. And now they're taking him. But I guess the question is, if we try to help him, that means going against knights again.
But if we don't help him, who's going to give us our beer?
Well, and Oz
I
needs
did
his
not
beer.
think of that.
And also, who do we tell? Should we tell George?
Yeah.
Who is George?
The city leader.
City leader.
What do you guys think? Should we tell him or follow the, the bartender? I guess I would notice he was bleeding pretty badly. There's a trail of blood.
I think we need to go help him.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine if they wanted to kill him, well, I don't know, maybe they might want to take him somewhere to kill him there. They don't want to kill him in the inn.
The better question is why they want to kill him at all.
Yeah.
Why do they take him? Yeah, like.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to follow the innkeeper or go tell George? Or split up and do both?
Melody, you go tell George. Let's go find the knights. How's that?
Right,
Sounds
Melody can track us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's this way.
You can clearly see that the blood trail continues straight forward all the way till you get to about here. And then it kind of heads off towards the grass.
Which direction?
North.
North.
And it kind of keeps going through the bushes, north. It's clearly a pretty bad injury.
He hit an artery. See, I'm going around bushes this time. Are you guys happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Why? Why?
Because every time we went to go visit the old man down south, I would go through bushes.
And Melody and Hoppus gave him a hard time for it.
Like, you're going through bushes? Like, yeah, I didn't think they were like dense bushes.
As you approach, you see some people behind this tree here. They're not really hiding. You just kind of can see them behind the tree.
Different people than the knights and the bartender?
No. You just see them. You're
Oh.
not too sure if they're the same person, but you're assuming it is because you're following the trail.
Okay. So from where we're at, we see people, but we can't tell who they are yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think that they're... Should we stealth?
No.
Did you just run in there?
So from here, I can tell it's a barkeeper.
Yep. And they can see you approach.
So I shout off, "Hey, barkeeper! I need another beer."
He kind of laughs weakly. He's on the ground. He's bleeding. He's propped up on the tree on the ground sitting. Then he kind of laughs weakly from hearing that. And they ask you, "What are you doing here?"
I thought I was clear.
Well, this is nothing to concern yourself, citizen. Please leave.
Clearly, you don't know my relationship with beer. Why is it that you dragged the innkeeper back behind a tree behind the stables?
Semantics. I'm not going to get into semantics there. All right.
What? Stable. There's a stable.
We're not behind it, though. We're beside
Depending
it.
on which direction you're looking.
This
Oh
is
my
true.
God.
This is so
Not
true.
the front entrance, therefore, is behind it.
Very good. Okay, I'll go with that. All right. What was the question again? Oh, yes.
Why would knights drag a bartender behind the stables?
He approaches you and states, "That is none of your concern."
My concern or
Very
not concern doesn't sound very knightly to me.
you got the knight there. He kind of stumbles, and in his statement, as he states, that doesn't matter whether it's knightly or not. He is. Oh, you're supposed to be moved. He is traitor. What is it? It's he has been God damn it, what's that word?
Apprehended, arrested, in prison,
No,
kidnapped.
no. Accused. He's been accused of stealing the. Now, what did I write for that? The crown. The. It wasn't the crown though. It was the. Oh yeah, the royal ring that belongs to the king.
Signet is the word you're looking for.
Thank you. His signet. Thank you.
Can I inspect this guy?
Really? Was the king in town recently?
What was that, Bindle?
I want to inspect this guy to see if he's really a knight. Is he using a disguise or
That'd be perception.
forgeries or anything?
Roll a perception check, and since he let you get that close, sure. Roll a perception with an advantage.
Well, I'm invisible.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
So could I still get the advantage?
Yes, you still get the advantage because of how close you are. Alright, he states, yes, he has been through this town recently.
Can I use my luck point?
What the crap was that?
That is two terrible rolls. That's what that
Oh
is.
my goodness.
Oh my god!
You had bloody advantage, really?
I know. Can I use my luck roll?
Oh my god, yes! Okay. And you could re-roll it with an advantage system of however the luck works, I guess. Wait, how does the luck work?
I just get to roll another 1d20.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just try one more time, I guess.
Well, I don't know if that includes your proficiencies or not.
I would assume so. But that's way better.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a 20 with your proficiency. Alright. Anyways, the captain continues on and says, yes, he's been here within the last week.
The king was missing a signet ring as soon as he went through town, or was it before or after?
We do not know. We've been checking all the towns he's been to for the last week. As Bindle looks closely at this knight, you don't notice anything completely off except for the shoes. They seem kind of far more worn than any worn, kind of leathery looking, more than chainmail, and that's all you can tell.
So they don't look like government issued shoes.
Yes. Considering your background, you would know what those look like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I look at the captain and I said, fine. And I turn to Hoppus and say, Hoppus, heal the bartender. We'll take him over to the city, Fred? George? Take him over to George, and then we'll let the city council take care of this.
That is
Okay.
not the plan.
Oh.
No, it is the plan.
It
if
is
you
not.
Want to be, if you want to pretend to be knights, then you will act like knights, and you will follow the law.
Pretend!
Especially if you're going to interrupt my beer.
See,
Pretend to be knights. If we're going to be pretending to be knights, we should arrest you for interfering.
Interfering in a mugging? I think I'm doing my civic duty.
This is not a mugging, I have already told you.
I already told you, knights would have followed the law, and the bartender would be in jail, not dragged behind the stable and knocked against a tree.
He was not knocked against a tree. He was set next to the tree, says the
Semantics
captain.
again.
I don't know.
Says the captain.
All that I know is that he's bleeding and he's leaning against a tree. You put 2 and 2 together your way, I'll put 2 and 2 together my way.
He agrees to let Hoppus heal him. Heal the barkeep. But the barkeep is staying right here.
No, the barkeep is coming with us. If you want to come with us as well, you're more than welcome to join us in the city elder. What are we calling this place? City council
Aqueous
building?
Town.
The town hall.
The city council town hall.
We'll call it town hall. How's that?
Sounds good. No. You'll have to take him.
Fine. Let's go.
Roll initiative, everyone.
Alright, so is Melody on her, like, where's she at? Because
She's almost back to you guys. I know I haven't gotten her back to you, but
okay.
Can I heal him first?
yes, heal him first.
I was told I could.
Okay, can I steal this guy's sword before he unsheathed it?
That's ballsy.
Well, I'm invisible, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Still.
Either because I don't have like a true strike, unless I could try to knock him out, if that's a thing.
Roll sleight of hand, and yes, that's a thing. Either roll sleight of hand, or if you choose to try to knock him out, you have to roll your weapon and attack, and you would roll that with an advantage, along with sleight of hand. If you're trying to steal his weapon, you can roll sleight of hand with an advantage. If you're trying to knock him out, you roll your weapon with an advantage.
Awesome. So
Your choice. But the minute you do that, he'll know that you're there.
right, I expect that to break invisibility.
Yes.
So once I see this turn hostile, I'm gonna try to knock this guy out. So any weapon, right?
Any weapon,
Well,
yep.
I'm using my dagger now.
Okay.
Try to knock him out.
9. You're trying to knock him out with a pointy dagger?
Well, the blunt end, I guess.
Yeah, the end of it.
Yeah, Beans gets it.
You just have to hit him on the temple. I mean,
Like the back of the neck or something.
yeah, I don't know how to knock people out of that.
You're aiming for the back of his head.
Hmm?
Alright,
Or there's a spot on the neck too. Just saying.
Right. Push fire. Yep. Okay, you kind of knock him out. He's just asleep.
Okay.
He's not dead or anything. And he's not needing to roll saves or anything. He's just kind of knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And that breaks your stealth and yeah, you guys still need to roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that takes care of that. That was funny.
What about the barkeep?
What about the barkeep?
Is he going to stay out of it?
I'm hoping he runs away.
He probably will on his turn. He's not an idiot.
I would assume not. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, I need a sheet of paper. All my
I got one
papers
right
under
here.
my new medication. All my paper stuff is under my new medication. Hold on, guys. I gotta move my medication. Oh, hello. I've been looking for you. It is 80
Surprise.
degrees. It is 80 degrees in my room. Okay. There you go. Pen, where are the pens? There you are. Okay. So who's first? You are, I guess, because Bindle doesn't want to roll.
No, I rolled.
He rolled.
I was the first one.
Bindle rolled.
Oh. Oh, I gotta... No, I didn't roll melodies. Hold on, I gotta roll melodies. That's what's going on. Ugh. Alright. So, melody... Pause. I should just name him Barkeep because that's all I call him instead of bartender.
Call
All right,
him
so
Bart.
there you go. All right, the first person is Oz.
Thought it was
One
Melon.
second.
Over Melody?
Yeah, Melody's not quite there yet.
Okay.
One second. Hold on. All right. So
Oh, I'll put a dot on him so you know he's knocked out.
put a dot over him so he's knocked out. Is that how that works?
Yep. Well, he's knocked out. He doesn't do any death saves or whatnot. He's just flat out knocked out because Bindle knocked him out.
All right. So I'll point my finger at the captain, denounce him, and call him a silly English knigget, and cast vicious mockery.
Cast away, oh great one.
Oh, that's right. That's a saving throw.
Oh, right. Oh, great. Now I have to dig out the character sheet for them. Alright. What saving throw was that?
Wisdom.
Well, let's see how well you do this time with wisdom.
Better not be very well.
Actually, it was. Of the failed attempts, slightly of wisdom and intellect. And I finally get something good. So I take half damage, right? No.
Nope, not that one.
Nope. Okay. He kind of just glares at you. And Bindle's turn.
Bindle's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
On.
That other one.
Is that a save as well?
It is.
Oh, that's a wisdom save. I thought it was an intellect save. I know the other one was wisdom. Okay. Alright. And I take half damage. 6. Not 63 damage. 6.
They save. We've had like really wise people.
That one was a crit, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Then he's
after
gonna move.
Bindle.
He's gonna move to engage this guy here.
Okay.
And
well
that ends his turn.
Alright. Hoppus.
Yep. I'm looking.
Just whack him with your new
This guy has
stick.
60 health. Whack-a-mole? You're playing whack-a-mole with him?
She has a new staff.
Oh. Play whack-a-mole.
I'm not playing whack.
Why not? Whack-a-mole's fun!
I'm gonna cast Aid on me, Oz, and Bindle.
Which one is aid?
The +5.
5.
The confusing one where it's hard to keep them separate.
Sorry.
So we use temporary hit points for that now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mark that you have 8 on your character, and then you put +5 on your temporary hit points, and then that way you can heal up that +5 whenever you need to on it. But then then when 8 is done, you remove the +5 in temporary, and then also remove the symbol from your character.
Okay.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn, Hoppus?
Oh, hold on. And I will also cast Shield of Faith onto Bindle.
What is Shield of Faith?
+2 bonus to AC.
Okay. He's already got 21 AC.
Well, I'm gonna help.
Alright. Okay. Then it's the knight's turn. Alright, so this one attacks. Well, actually, he moves and attacks you, Hoppus. And he is gonna use his multi-strike. Multi-strike greatsword. And takes 4, 5. And what's your AC? 18.
18.
Okay, so you take 23 damage. Yeah, you take 23 damage. And that kind of ends his turn. This guy's gonna attack Oz. Oz's turn. And what?
Those are pretty. So I take it didn't attack very well. Is that what you're saying?
Don't forget Melody.
What? Oh, no, I don't know. I haven't done your damage yet. haven't done your roll for him yet, so hold on.
Oh, I could have sworn you said it was my turn.
Yeah.
No, it's your turn to get hit. This guy's turn.
Oh.
This guy is going to attack Oz, and you do 16 damage. Well, he didn't hit you that hard.
Well, then I'm going to hit him back with Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Is that a save?
It is a save. Dexterity save.
That's a dex save. Ooh. That might be challenging to... Okay. Wait, is a 16 a save?
The 16 is a save.
Okay, so if I roll a
Maybe
16...
rolled exactly 16?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we agreed that was a save, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he rolled exactly a 16. No, he didn't roll exactly. Did he? Did he roll exactly a 16? Yep. Alright, so, tell me I take half damage. Nope. Okay.
No.
Alright, so now it's the bartender's turn. The bartender, kind of disengages,
Oh, I'm
backs
sorry.
up slowly.
It is half damage. Holy crap. It is half damage.
Well, why doesn't it say half damage?
I don't know.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it takes half damage.
Look, I'm reading the spell description. It says, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, well, there we go. It's done. Alright, the barkeep uses disengage and goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here. Yeah, there. He runs off. And then Melody and George show up here, and George basically says, "What the heck is going on here?" And Melody...
Yeah.
Do
we take turns to respond to that, or?
Yeah. No, just respond to it. Do it now. Respond to it now.
So Bill is gonna yell out, "These guys were trying to abduct the barkeep."
Any other responses?
And they already heard
The
him.
knights aren't acting very knightly. I don't even know they're knights.
Allegedly.
Alleged knights aren't acting very knightly.
So we're trying to stop them.
And then the knights reply, "These people are hindering an investigation of the barkeep." And George comes up here and says, "All right, calm down," and looks at this knight who's clearly not hurt but is knocked out. And says, "Can we discuss this in my office?"
That's funny you should mention that. That's where I wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm.
The captain turns around and I mean this literally, turns around from you, not facing you, Oz anymore. Kind of turns towards George and points to where the barkeep should be, and they let him escape. Escape. There we go. And they let him get away.
Escape.
Yeah, that's escape. George basically kind of raises and lowers his hands on a kind of like he's patting a table chest high, trying to say, basically saying, calm down, relax, the barkeep's not going anywhere, except for maybe back to his bar. So let's go back to the town hall meeting area. The town hall. Yes, that place. I'll have a.
I think we're calling it town hall.
Yep. Let's go back to the town hall. And the knight kind of nods, but looks back at kind of turns back over to Oz and gestures after you.
Sure. Let's go.
And George says, "Oh, come on." And he just kind of walks over here. Melody follows. And here I thought mine was drilling teeth.
Okay, so where are we then? Are we...
Walking
I
back
don't
to
know.
the town.
the hell that. Fine, I'll go to follow.
As you turn around and start heading, oh my god, heading back, this knight follows and grabs your hood. And it's revealed that you're, a dragonborn to him. And he actually exclaims that you're a dragonborn, which makes Humpty Dumpty over here with bald hair turn around.
Humpty Dumpty.
George.
Did he exclaim that like he knew, or was he surprised?
He kind of had a suspicion, but that was about it.
So it was like an aha. You are a dragonborn.
Yeah, exactly. And this one was over here by now, trying to help his friend wake up, which is why he is awake. And George kind of walks over and tells the knight, "And what about it? This is not the problem right now." And the knight kind of sheepishly agrees and kind of walks around Oz and continues walking to the council, the town hall. For now.
For now. Alright, I put my hood back up and just follow along.
Now, did we see the barkeep leave safely, right?
You saw him run off.
Right.
Oops, I didn't mean to mean you, so right, but I did.
No problem. I just want to make sure he didn't collapse somewhere in the middle of nowhere. He's dying.
Oh, well, you don't know that.
Well,
yeah, so where was the last...
I healed him.
Yeah, I healed him.
Oh, you healed him, okay.
Yeah, Huppus healed him. So, but beyond the fact that Huppus healed him and he ran off, you don't know anything.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just get these, like...
Oh, yeah.
There, now I can move.
Dang it.
Oh, you want me to move you too?
He was
I can
hoping.
do that.
Just move everybody.
Yeah, I can do that. They're all... There you go.
Shouldn't the barkeep come with this too?
Barkeep doesn't know what's going on. He ran off.
He's hoping he doesn't know anything. Alright. You're in the town hall. Let me get these girls out of here. Because they are out of here. I just didn't get a chance to move them yet. Alright. Alright. We're all in the town hall. Kind of annoyed and whatnot, the knight says, walking towards this side of the room. And you hear somebody kind of rummaging in the back room. And George is right here and says, okay, what exactly is going on here?
I'm gonna pat Oz on the shoulder and heal.
What?
Heal.
Heal your wounds.
On you.
Oh. I thought you were... Never mind.
Well, I guess I meant is like he's not gonna make a spectacle of this heal. He's just kind of.
I thought you were telling me to heal. I was like, what? What?
No.
No, he's healing you.
Got it.
Anyone want to jump in is welcome to talk to me about what happened.
So these alleged knights grab the barkeep, take him to the back to rummage through some rooms looking for supposedly a signet or something. Next thing you know, buddy of mine comes out and tells me that they stabbed the barkeep, dragged him out behind the stables to supposedly subdue him or whatever they call it, or what'd you say? Accuse him of being a thief. Instead of taking him here and properly charging him.
As you finish, the captain says, we have no need to involve the local authorities.
Of course not. You're not knights. Only knights would want to follow the law.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I whisper in George's ear?
I
mean,
you're welcome to try.
Well,
are you really trying to whisper?
Well, not like so nobody can hear it. It's okay if they see me whisper to him, but I don't want anyone to hear what I'm saying.
Okay, sure. As long as you're okay with them seeing you.
Yeah. So I'm going to whisper to George, get him to come over so I can whisper in his ear and tell him to look at these shoes. These are not your, typical knights.
All right. As you whisper that to him, the captain, in response to you, the Oz, in response to Oz, says, "Captain, I forgot what you said, Oz." Dang it.
Not 19 like knights? Not following the law?
Allegedly knights.
Not following the law, the law, and he says, he states, we are the law. And then, as Binda whispers to, George about their shoes, George kind of walks up over here when he's done. And you're welcome to reply to that, Oz. Because clearly George is kind of waiting for you guys to calm down a bit. More accurately, waiting for the captain to calm down.
I don't have any reply to that. Basically, like, you're the law. I was like, right, sure. I think we'll let George figure that out. Here, that's what I said.
As he walks up, he kind of takes a look at the shoes. The captain sort of continues his thing, in the sense of we are the law, we uphold the law, and we are its holy crap, what is that called? We are the, it's not the enforce it? We are in the force, we are the enforcers of it. And as George looks at the shoes upon Bindle's suggestion, he looks up and down the knight standing in front of him, and George kind of looks startled. Oz and Melody definitely see that he's kind of shocked, a little bit startled. These knights notice it, but don't think too much about it. This captain guy is too engrossed in his argument with you. What do we do?
I don't know. I guess we're waiting for George.
George states to this knight, why aren't you wearing the regulation for shoes? And while he says that, he starts looking at both the captains and this other knight as well. This knight kind of shrugs and looks at the captain, and the captain replied, he lost his shoes. We had to buy him new ones, and we haven't gotten to a place to get him the standard issued ones. Oh, I gotta roll insight to see if he believes that. Hold on. How do you roll a 48?
Very carefully.
Let's try that again. George does not sense any deception from them. But he does still find it kind of suspicious that these two here are not wearing not state issued, but standard issue shoes for knights. And so he asks, so when do you plan on getting those new shoes? And the captain shrugs, probably not until after this mission is done. Any other comments, statements?
So what exactly was it about the bartender that you accused him of being theft instead of that guy in the back room there that is the thief?
The guy in the back room was probably a random thief. He was not here when we were with the king.
Because you took a census of all the thieves in town? That's probably the most ridiculous statement I ever heard.
Maybe, but it is true.
It's probably more true the bartender was probably in his bar serving drinks during the whole time the king was here.
Regardless, we still had a right to take him for our investigation.
You have the right to stab normal or everyday citizens and drag them to the back behind the stable and to do God knows what you were planning on doing before we interrupted you?
George looks at him. Stabbed? Really?
He was
Why would
bleeding.
you hurt
We
him?
followed the blood trail. He was bleeding.
The captain says he was unresponsive and uncooperative. And he wouldn't even go with us.
Wouldn't Bindle
I
know?
turn around, I look at Bindle and go, "So, Bindle, is that true?"
Where's Bindle?
I don't know. Did we lose Bindle?
Bindle!
Here I am. I was muted. So yes, he was stabbed for not opening the door, not for resisting arrest.
Oh, opening what door?
Our door, which they ransacked.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty lawful.
George turns around to Bindle and says, "How did they get in if he was being uncooperative?"
They picked the lock. That one did right there. Points. How many knights do you know that can pick a lock?
3, but that's not the point.
I look at George and point to the knight and saying, "Okay, I accuse these guys of being false knights, of breaking and entering into a, whatever you call it, our room, and I demand they be arrested."
I hope you can do that yourself. He tells Oz, because I can't.
So we need to find knights that can?
Well, he can't fight, and he's got a feeling that these guys are gonna resist. He kind of says that, but the captain says, "Do you really think you can arrest us?"
Seems like I have about as much authority to arrest you as you did to arrest the barkeep for doing his job after you stabbed him.
He states, "You will not get away with it."
Get away with what?
He kind of rolls his eyes at that statement like, really? You won't get away with arresting us.
You really want to fight here? I don't think it's very fair to George.
Maybe that was your plan.
Yes, matter of fact, it was my plan. My plan was to arrest you for not being a knight. Yes, that's exactly my plan.
Clearly flustered, he says, "That's not what I meant." Maybe it was your plan to get George into the middle of this just so you could... Seriously? Snap, please. Thank you. Just so you can get us to back down easier.
Yep, that was pretty much it.
Really? You're gonna actually admit that?
Yes, I wanted you to back down easier and be arrested and go in the dungeon and trial for pretending to be a knight and assaulting lawful citizens. That's exactly the plan.
For the last time, we are not pretending to be knights.
I suppose you have someone that can actually vouch for that? Because so far, all the evidence shows not a knight.
He digs into his pocket. Kind of sighs, digs into his pocket, rolling his eyes. And brings out an insignia with it's not an it's a medallion type thing. It has an insignia of the king's royal knights on it, and basically says, "Here."
Wow. I hope that's real. If that is real, you're in bigger trouble than you think you are.
Says the Dragonborn.
What is with everybody's hang up in Dragonborns?
Are you actually asking him that?
In? Well, kinda. He hasn't really been in this land very long. You know?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I was just making sure you were actually asking that.
Oh.
The knight says, "You don't know? How do you not know?"
I woke up in this place, what, was it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
8 weeks, 9 weeks.
Oh my god, it's been that long already?
Yep. It's been 8 weeks and a day.
Okay, 2 months ago.
Woke up? Really? Okay, so you don't know that and he kind of looks around like at everybody else, wondering if they know and whatnot. While he says this, the Dragonborn and Tiefling were the ones that killed the old king. And the prince, who is now king, wants basically revenge, is how he puts this. Basically revenge on both Dragonborn and Tiefling, which is why he has renewed the bounties on your guys' head. And before you even get any ideas, there is ample evidence. As he puts away his insignia.
Ample evidence of what? Of the Dragonborn killing the old king?
And the Tieflings, yes.
So you're stating that we have evidence the entire race of Dragonborn in this land plotted against the king, or was it just happened to be a Dragonborn that stabbed the guy?
Well, that's what they think. They have ample evidence of the entire race, but reality speaking, out of character and out of game, it's basically a Dragonborn and Tiefling that planned to get against the king, and it was like about 3 of them each, and that was it. Took 6 people. The plan took 6 people.
All that I know is that the town folks in these parts seem to be, let's say, less than concerned about your bounties.
That is their problem. They would be considered traitors if they do not announce a Dragonborn and a Tiefling. Dang it, Hoppus, I'm moving your character.
What's going on now?
I keep clicking on her character.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm trying to move something else. I keep clicking her character. No. I just moved it.
Oh, okay.
Where were we? Oh. So,
Yes.
despite the Dragonborn question, why have you not, accused the thief of actually being a thief? Why are you accosting this poor old innkeeper?
Because the thief didn't have anything evidence-wise of the insignia that we are looking for.
And the barkeeper had evidence?
And we have it on good authority that the barkeep tends to be stealing from not only its patrons, which is one was the king, but also the fact that he clearly, in this case, it's true, has been harboring a dragonborn.
So, you just found that out, so that doesn't really count now, does it?
I had my suspicions.
I don't think the innkeeper did. But neither here nor there. It's got nothing to do with the theft. So fine, let's go arrest the innkeeper and take him to wherever court you guys have or whatever it is. But let's not stab him. Let's not push him against a tree and do whatever it was that you were planning on doing to him before we caught you. And at the same time, arrest yourselves and let this court decide how unknightly behavior this is supposed to be.
And you shall be arrested too.
What's that?
And don't forget, you need to be arrested too. If we're gonna even
well, we need more
this.
knights then. We need more knights then.
And as you speak, this knight here says, and that we do have, as he points behind you guys.
And we see a group of knights.
Mm-hmm.
Those are knights? Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm screwed.
Do they have the right shoes?
They have the right shoes.
Bindle looks them up and down, making sure to look at their shoes to make sure they have the right shoes. And, they don't.
Huh.
Not a single one of them does. Yep.
They're all fake.
What, was all fake knights here? None of you guys have shoes?
No, they have shoes, just not standard issue shoes.
Well, that's what I meant. Did you all kill a group of knights or something? You guys don't happen to have a ring in your pocket, do you?
Who are you asking?
The knights.
Okay.
Okay, out of character, why are you asking about a ring?
That's what they were looking for. Supposedly the theft of the king's ring and...
Yep.
That was the whole thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's why, okay. And they kind of look at each other. No? Do you?
Nope, I don't got any rings. But I got better shoes than you do, though.
And he looks at your shoes and then looks at his. And then at the other two knights. Because his is standard, so.
Oh, his is? Okay. So
No, he's the only one.
It's
everybody else.
So, Captain, did all of your knights lose their shoes?
don't know that on these guys' nights.
I thought we just said it. Wait, what?
Bindle looked him over.
Oh. Well, Bindle should say that then.
Yeah, do I hear them talking about shoes? I do, right?
Yeah, you do. You're clearly able to hear him.
Yeah. So it just says, so it's just a coincidence that all you guys don't have the right shoes.
He kind of looks at Bindle and says, "Is that a problem?"
It is. The question is, who has the problem?
I didn't hear anything. You cut out on me.
Oh, there is a problem. The question is, who has the problem?
I don't. Do you?
No. Not if you leave the barkeep alone. Leave us alone. And leave the
No, I
people in this
can't
town
do
alone.
that. No, I can't do that.
Well, then perhaps we do have a problem.
Dun dun dun. Sorry.
That was actually perfectly done. Okay, so I'm going to wind up having you guys roll initiative at this point. But before we do we wish to continue or end it here? It is 4 o'clock.
No, I think we should end it here. I mean, I could probably play for another 10 or 15 minutes, but not much longer, and I think it's a better stopping point than in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we end it on a cliffhanger of whether or not the battle will end favorably for our players or not so favorably for our players.
Maybe if we stab him in the foot, right?
Good luck. Good luck stabbing him in the foot. Hey, at least you got the
What, he's
head
a
hit.
halfling. He's halfway there.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's funny. So, just as an FYI, those shoes are so hilarious. I am.
Where did you get the idea of shoes?
The fact that I had to change my shoes and these new shoes aren't very comfortable right now.
So
And I want my old shoes back, but they have a hole all the way through the sole and the padding and whatnot. There's a hole basically walked through all the way. So Dad's like, "You have to get new shoes now." And I'm like, "I don't want new shoes. I like my shoes."
yeah, I have the same kind of problem. I need to get new shoes one of these days.
Okay. I'm gonna probably do a summary ending type thing. So, if you guys leave, you leave. If you don't, you don't. So, just an FYI if I start talking after I finish writing this up. How do I spell rummaged? Never mind, I found it. Rummaged through the storage area as well. Instead, see, this is what I'm typing, guys. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm typing. I show you what I'm typing really quickly if I can. I cannot. Well, that's lame. Add window capture, maybe? Okay.
Hi, Moon.
Hi. Wait, window doesn't count? There we go. Okay. Why doesn't it show this? Doesn't show the typey typeness. Okay. We delete. Because it doesn't show typey typeness. So we go display capture. And we click OK, and then we go OK, see? See? That's what I'm typing. Oh, too far. See? That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
Stabbed the bartender. Barkeep. What are you laughing at?
Face drug. You know that shortcut that you showed me earlier?
Yeah.
Alt and middle mouse button scroll wheel?
Right.
Those are the hotkeys to zoom in and out of face rig.
Wait, seriously?
Uh-huh.
Is that why your cat was all freaking out?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
So I'm playing with the zooming in and out of the cat and making faces and
I didn't realize it was.
yeah.
Okay, and then took him behind the stables.
See, you're calling on fake knights, see?
Clearly, they are fake knights. Look at the shoes.
Spoiler alert.
Well, clearly they are fake knights. Look at the shoes. Somebody's already discovered that it's fake knights. So before it said knights, and I had to adjust it to say fake knights because you guys figured it out. Okay.
Breaking and entering and stabbing is kind of a giveaway, you know?
Mm-hmm. Although the one captain guy, he may actually be or have been a knight at one time.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his shoes. His shoes were fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the way he's acting.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell to do this and not blow up George.
Yes, you guys are gonna have to figure that one out.
Well, the knights, what, they hit for like 20 something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we try to figure out a way to regress.
That would be the nice way.
We just leave, but we talk about them as we leave. All right, you guys win this round.
Do you really think they're gonna let you leave, though?
Wow.
Oz, with knowing what Oz is, do you really think they're gonna let you leave?
They're fake nice. They don't give a shit.
There's a bounty.
Yeah,
I
there's a
did say
bounty.
specifically bounty.
That's right. God damn it. But it's for a red dragon, not a green one.
We're all Dragonborn.
There's a standing bounty
Anyway.
for
yeah.
all Dragonborn.
God
The
damn it.
specific one for this red one.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
that. I need to get George the hell out of there. How big are these squares?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Oh, yeah, I need to get George the hell out of there.
I'm actually surprised you're trying to save George.
Well, we're not evil.
Yeah, we're not, like, complete bastards. He didn't really do anything wrong.
Yeah, we have no reason to not be on his side.
And as a reminder, there are 2 entrances and 2 exits.
I gathered that.
Yes. I need a way to save George. Okay. Osbindle Hoppus attacks fake knights after a long conversation with them. George. You cannot tell me you don't know how to spell that. ENTER.
That is the knight that was arguing with Sir Fireheart, right?
Yeah.
The captain, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh, weird. Oh, I'm on. Okay, I know what. I'm over here. What are you doing? Yep. Yeah, Mama Kitty, we're just doing some post-chatting, so if you want to hop in, you're welcome to. I don't know how much longer I'll be.
No, I gotta go here.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Yep.
Okay, see y'all later.
Yeah, you have fun.
We'll do.
Take care.
I have to contemplate how to save George.
Well, talk to each other, talk to me. I'd recommend both and to see if you can't save him. It'd be awesome if you can. Or if you come up with some intricate way of doing it. Very interesting way of doing it.
Throw him out a window.
Okay, George and Melody interrupt the fight as it starts. Finally, down the fight and head. What did we call it? Townhouse? No, town hall.
Okay, I'm in.
Hey, how's it going, Mama Kitty?
It's going pretty good.
Okay, it was revealed
I'm
that
feeling much better now, so I just my sleep schedule's all been thrown off because because I was sick.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I get that a lot actually. So don't feel bad about it. I'm just glad you're doing better. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right,
have
so
good news and bad news for you, Mama Kitty. The good news is we're not dead.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
The bad news is yet.
Yeah.
These guys hit pretty hard. I don't know if that's like their max damage
Yeah, well, the whole Dragonborn thing would kind of confuse Melody because she lives in a world full of dragons, and the dragons are basically royalty.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
So she's kind of confused as to why being a Dragonborn is a bad thing.
Hmm?
In fact, her best friend is a dragon.
Well, she heard the reason why there's a renewed, I guess, hunt for dragons. So I don't know if you heard that, but it's because the king's dad was killed by dragonborn and tieflings.
But it would still confuse her because even if there is like a group of dragons or dragonborn that did this, it doesn't mean all dragons are bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's why.
still the reason why she's confused.
Yeah, that's the reason we kind of. Well, Oz questioned it, and the knight, the fake knight or whatever, kind of implied that they suspect it was the entire, I guess, populace of dragonborn and tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a political assassination, basically.
Yep. Oh yeah, they believe it's a political, basically.
Mhm.
But because the knight is fake, he didn't really state it that way either.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that's everything I need to put down in my notes.
It escalated to a fight already.
Well, you guys basically did point out that these guys were fake, so it's not too surprising that they'd want to try and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want anybody to know that that's actually what they are.
Right. Oh, now I just gotta add your guys' XP. We'll do that later, though. But that's the end of session 32.
Yeah, we need
Seriously, I
about
still-
4,000 XP.
No, you don't.
I think this campaign or whatever would make a pretty good series. What do you think? Like a TV series?
Yeah, it is.
Start from like episode 1 and move on to make a good series.
Ooh.
If somebody could animate the characters and whatnot and make it even better.
Hey,
Yeah.
I would love to work with somebody who could do that. That would be awesome.
Oh, imagine.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be epic. Start at episode 1 and just continue and then animate each one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. That would be epic.
It would. Oh my goodness! I already love the game, but if it turned into a series, it'd be even better.
Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm done with my summary write-up and everything. And I think it is time to end the stream, unfortunately. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, yes, we are gonna end it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna send you off with a gem raid to probably Soul Ray, because Soul Ray is probably gonna be streaming for a while. And we like Soul Ray. not only that, but Soul Ray streams forever and ever and ever. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Soul Ray Games. He is an awesome shiny gem. And if you could show him the love, that would be awesome. And I will see you guys all next time. And don't forget, stay shiny!